The hell, we both pushed it as you.
The tailgate show, the tailgate show, the tailgate show. And you say Shot City, the tailgate show, the tailgate show, the tailgate show. And you say Shot City, the tailgate show, the tailgate show, the tailgate show. And you say Shot City, the tailgate show, the tailgate show, the tailgate show. And you say Shot City, the tailgate show, the tailgate show, the tailgate show. And you say Shot City, the tailgate show, the tailgate show.
What is up? Welcome back to the Tailgate Show. What's happening? What's up? It is the day, the big day. Air Jay's here. B Quinn is here. B Diddy. Double A is here. Biscuits, we don't know. He's somewhere doing some shit.
Undisclosed location.
Today is the day. Roster cutdown day. We got the game to talk about. We got that to talk about. We got who got cut. We got what's going on and what's up. A lot of shit happening.
What are you going for with those glasses, man? It's like Max Headroom meets like someone's grandma. What do you?
I mean, I think you pretty much said it right there.
Max Headroom.
Max grandma.
Yep. Yep. Just fucking say you're jealous, bro.
I am.
You're like,
I gotta admit.
Yeah. What are you? You're like Team Under Armour, no team. You've gone full gray.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. You just no team apparel on. Oh, okay. JD, shout out. JD.
I miss JD, man.
Yeah, word.
Anyway.
I agree.
What's going on, fellas? Big 3-0 preseason. You guys pretty stoked or what?
We took the North. We're not giving it back.
There you go.
The dominance has begun, boys and girls. Get ready.
Hey,
there's overreaction, I'll tell you that.
Oh, you don't say?
It's a nice change. That's what I'll say. It's a little refreshing change. We've been watching Ineptitude. It's nice to see some functional, non-embarrassing football. That's all. I mean,
when it doesn't matter.
Yeah, even when it fucking doesn't matter, we never even see it when it doesn't matter. Like,
right.
You know how other teams have that one guy that just has an insane preseason game, like a 300-yard, 4-touchdown explosion? That's never happened for the Bears.
They can't all be Tanner Gentry's, man.
But that's what I'm saying. Is like we've never even had a flash in the pan, like like a guy that everybody overreacted about.
I mean, the NFL is overreacting. Did you see that graphic I sent you comparing him to Mahomes? Could be their numbers similar.
Because as usual, they want to gas up Bears fans because it's a sleeping giant of a fan base.
I mean, I hope they keep hyping up Fields because then they'll start protecting him. That's what we want, right?
Yeah,
like that's how the league works. If they start advertising you, because if you notice in the Cleveland game, they got called for hitting Justin late. Now they're catching on. Like we can't be letting him get hit.
No.
Yeah, well, he can't be. He also can't be fucking getting hit. Like,
but he
didn't do anything wrong. He didn't do anything wrong, but it's just he's gonna have a little bit of.
He stays up on a slide like it's a baseball slide.
He's doing a pop-up slide. It's not a good idea. Like, he's too athletic. Like a quarterback slide needs to be not very athletic. You just kind of have to sadly crumple. And
not him.
He's like, and he's moving so fast. That's what most quarterbacks who slide are not doing. They're not moving that fast. He's moving so damn fast. It's
we played Cleveland without 6 of their defensive starters, and let's just set the tone.
Right. Being real.
I think it's nice. I think it's important to say that because nobody's really saying that. Nobody's reminding. Like, I watched the condensed game with the Browns broadcast, and every now and then they'd be like, "Man, we should remind you that this, of course, is not against the starting defense."
Well, hey. You don't think Justin would have seen Ghost if Myles Garrett and freaking Clowney were out there?
Newsome and shit.
And in the beginning of the game, I think the first play, the line got blown up quick. I was like, imagine if
That
those
first
dudes
drive was trash. That first drive was hot garbage. Like,
not very
oh
good.
my god, that first drive was hot garbage.
Well, you saw that Mustafa couldn't get off of a combo block because he's being held by a defensive tackle, which that's what they're supposed to do. But you've got to be able to work your hands and get past that guy.
The offensive line got moved on by the second stringers. Straight moved on. They were not prepared.
they changed up really quick. I mean,
but bro, that first drive, it was like, oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, Jenkins showed out. He's played well, all things considered. I guess we're not going to trade him now, as many people have tried to speculate and throw over the internet.
Too. That's the wild part.
They were never trading him.
I know it. That's what it was. Just craziness.
Like, what do you think you're going to get for him? Laviska Shenault is like a legitimate receiver. Today, he got traded for a 6th and a 7th.
Mm-hmm.
That's a player that's actually pretty, like, I would call him almost a proven commodity. He's
what team?
He's
Jacksonville.
Oh,
what did he have a big number contract that they're taking on too?
No, like they just got I don't know. He must have fell out of favor with the coaching staff or Trevor Lawrence, because that's I thought he was a bright spot for the Jags. So
yeah, I mean,
if that's what he gets you, Tevin Jenkins ain't getting you shit. Alex Leatherwood, they couldn't find a trade for Alex Leatherwood. The Raiders are going to pay Alex Leatherwood $8 million to not play. That's how bad he is.
That's a rough L.
Kevin Jenkins is looking pretty fucking good. Like, it happens with these offensive linemen. I know we're ready to hate on the Bears at all times, and rightfully so, but this shit happens with these offensive linemen. Like, it goes sideways.
I like how he's looking considering he's just learning. Like, when he actually gets comfortable.
Yeah.
That offense looks like a NFL offense. We're not used to that at all.
I mean, dude, he just started guard like this offseason. Like,
Tevin still has first round.
This training camp.
Right.
Tevin still has first round talent. He doesn't have first round mentality yet or instincts, but he has first round talent. And he's going to get there, I think, pretty quick with the other stuff. Like, I don't think he's far away.
He's going to actually be able to show full aggression when he gets comfortable.
Yeah, and I just feel like he's a player, like most players, who need need something to boost their confidence. They need like that first win on a block to like get themselves going. And if they don't get that, they can sometimes go the other way.
He had a moment in the game. The Montgomery run where it gets called back because 84 is on the hold.
Yeah.
You see him get to the second level and he just buries a DB and pushes him like 6 yards out of the screen.
Yeah.
It's like,
and
get that consistently.
Speaking of when Justin got hit, like a huge difference in the amount of guys that got his back.
Imagine that.
Like, these dudes have his back.
Oh, and they're picking guys up when they get tackled. Like, this is a unified group. I definitely saw that.
Yeah,
I
think that's huge. Like, that was, I mean, everybody's talked about it, but how fucked up was that last year? That's how Justin was treated by his fucking teammates.
Yep, and back to Jenkins too. Like, you almost need like old school football, not even like maybe 15 years ago. The guys that the guards almost have to have tackle skills now because of the speed of these guys coming up the middle.
Well, it's like,
he's a perfect guard. I mean, in reality, he's a mauler. Right. He's big. He's obviously quick enough.
Skills.
Yeah.
Well,
and it showed in his handwork.
The thing is that most of the time you don't find your Quentin Nelsons. Like, that's just rare. You can, and this is Yurkovich said this the other day on ESPN 1000. He said, that you can just draft tackles, and
remember that discussion.
You can always move tackles.
Quentin or Quan?
Quentin
or Roquan?
Yeah, remember when that whole discussion was going on in draft time?
Good Lord. Yeah, good Lord.
Ooh.
But But that's what I'm saying is like, you can always have a tackle move inside. You cannot move a guard.
It's hard to move a guard out. It's hard. It's very hard to move a guard out.
So, and ultimately, if you are going to do something like move a tackle into guard, it means your tackle situation is pretty good. So,
it's do you trust a rookie on the left side in a?
He looked good. All he's done is stone people, man.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, he hasn't done it against any starters. I mean, San Francisco is going to be a huge test. Like,
absolutely,
we're sitting here acting like San Francisco is not like a legitimate team just because we don't know what Trey Lance is going to do. San Francisco has a fuckload of talent. Their defense has a fuckload of talent. They have fucking Fred Warner. They have fucking which Bosa do they have? I don't know which Bosa they have, but they have one of the fucking Bosa brothers. It doesn't matter. No, they have one of them, bro. Yeah. Those two guys alone are like the best players like at their positions almost.
Yeah.
Like Warner is like a top 3 running linebacker in the league.
Yeah.
Like,
we're gonna find out.
We're acting like because we saw Justin complete a screen pass, like shit is sweet, bro. We got this.
I will say this: that same San Francisco team came to Chicago and about got their ass handed to them,
right?
By Justin with a lot less offensive talent. I won't say a lot less offensive talent, scheme talent. So.
I just think it's funny that people are listing this game as one of the easy games on the schedule. I don't think I agree with that statement.
This is the same team that beat the Packers and went to the NFC Championship game.
It's the same people that are online on Twitter today. Actually, I'm going to save it for shit. So some people just
are you going to the concession stands?
What I'll say is some people just want to be right more than they want to be logical. And I think they still Justin's better than Lance, so the Bears are gonna win by a landslide. Like,
fuck out of here! You can't even say that. That's craziness.
I'm just saying. I think that's just the hype. Fodder. I mean, remember when we thought we were gonna go in and actually beat the Packers? That game we got Mac for the first that year we got Mac going into the Green Bay.
Yeah. The season opener.
Yeah.
And we didn't score.
Roquan hadn't held out. And he had played the whole game.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, you're right.
Honestly, I think that would have been enough. We barely lost.
And I like Roquan, but God, you're right. He has been kind of a pain in the ass, hasn't he?
Roquan's a fucking pain in the ass, bro. And then he wonders why he's they didn't just hand him $100 million.
Well, yeah, it's like that whole thing, holding out so he wasn't in condition to play. And then the freaking weird thing where he just left the team.
He had tiredness. He had tightness before.
And then that car accident thing went down, but it wasn't him. Remember that whole thing?
Yeah, dude is a little bit of he's a good guy.
I like him and I love the player, man.
Very good player, but he's a little something. There's a little fucking, sugar in the gas tank in his game. You know what I mean? Something's weird. He's a little off.
It's just different, but I still have the talent, absolutely. But man, there's been. It's not like it's been all smooth and he does show up. He's always a good teammate.
I mean, it's damn, bro, he better. I want to see this shit. How long are you gonna wait? Apparently, he's gonna wait till the regular season, and he better come out like fucking gangbusters.
That's what I mean. He hasn't even taken many snaps in this defense.
No, in mini camps. Come on. It's Roquan in shorts and shells.
I mean, you think he's going to be on a snap count, some weird shit, getting
that's up? I don't know who. Somebody brought that up. Somebody brought that up that made the comparison to him being only playing 8 snaps against the Packers because of his holdout. I don't know who brought that up, but it might have been Haw or somebody. But and I think that's a legitimate. He's gonna be on he has to be if he's hurt, right? I mean, unless they're just gonna fucking. If I was them, I would just unleash his ass. But he may be cautious because now he's on a 1-year deal.
Sure.
It doesn't seem like something that Roquan would do to, especially right off. I think he has a little bit of image reparation. So I think he's gonna hopefully come out and ball out, but you never know with and I don't blame the guy for that, but it's real when players are on 1-year deals. I think sometimes they are cautious.
True. Did you see anything else in the game?
Yeah.
Go for it. Justin looked good, didn't he?
He did, and it was against Cleveland, like 5 out of 11 of Cleveland starters. But he looked, honestly, like I thought he would look at after a couple games as a rookie. Like, I think the numbers he put up might be similar to the numbers he actually puts up in 4 quarters, because I think they're going to run a lot. AA has been on that off the rip. So, like, if he puts up games like this, I'm fine with it, right? He looked comfortable.
Yeah.
And Kurt Warner did a really good breakdown of it all, actually. You could still see that he's hesitant. There's like, this guy's going to be open, but you're kind of holding up before you release the ball a little bit. There's little things that he needs to work on, right? But this is the best performance I've seen from him since he's been here. I know it's only preseason, but it was good to see that they actually have an offense that he feels comfortable in.
Speaking of feeling comfortable, man, the myth, the legend. He's driving a moving truck with no shirt, maybe.
I got one more load, but I hopped on to talk some hot Trenton Gill talk. What a way to wrap up the preseason, Trenton.
This is amazing. This is amazing.
Yeah, I thought
I have too much shit. I have been AA in a trash bag all day.
That's shame moving right all there. Day. I know it.
We're getting full screen.
Turn my light on. So you can see.
Yes.
If I get pulled over, it's on you fucks.
This is like gonna be a fucking. This is like gonna be submitted as evidence in something.
Live from Myrtle Beach.
You look at fucking crazy. He looks like the crazy Guido fucking redneck. Like this dude. You look like natural born killer right now. I've
lost. I weighed myself when I started, and I weighed myself today. I've lost 14 pounds.
It's all in your hair, though.
No, my hair looks probably awful right now.
Did you let Braggs know?
Yes. Can you please put your weight loss journey on social media for us?
Hey, I think, I should have asked Bears Twitter to come help me move. I'm sure they would have shown up.
Sam would have showed up, bro.
Totally would have. Pete, the Bears fan, would be there.
Your follows on Twitter? Absolutely.
Look at those glasses. Look at them sick glasses.
Nice,
Styling. Why am I missing styling AA tonight?
I don't know, bro, because you're moving. You're like on some shame moving, like. You might also dispose of your body.
I feel like he's broke bad.
Yeah, I think he's broken bad.
All right. At least I'm not getting railed by Jer Pause for not doing the house tour yet.
Jared's just trying to beat the Zillow listing.
Yeah, I could do that too.
I mean,
that would have been a lot easier.
Anonymous.
I fucking know it. You think you're on some FBI shit.
That's right.
So what do you think of Justin while you're on here?
I mean, I'm not. Granted, let's take it with a grain of salt. It's preseason. Some of it was against second and maybe even third string guys, probably. But I'm not sure we've ever seen him look as comfortable in the pocket. Stepped up, didn't bail. That first touchdown, what was that, to Ryan Griffin, I believe?
Griffin.
UConn?
I'm not sure that Justin makes that throw, or he's late to that throw last year. And I thought that was he waited for it, just like the Komet one. Shout out Notre Dame. Shout out Komet.
That was fire.
It was really nice seeing that chemistry, and I really liked what Komet did on that route, breaking it off. Getting open, finding the soft spot. Pause. Man, I thought Justin looked good. If we can carry some of that momentum into week 1, that'd be nice. I think it's gonna be a lot different though when you're staring at Nick Bosa on the other side of the field.
Yeah. We were just saying that. We act like it's Fred Warner and Nick Bosa.
It's not Deshaun Gibson.
Good Lord.
True.
Listen, like we titled this podcast "Don't Give Me Hope" because it is like the fucking, it's like the GIF, the guy in the rain, like, don't give me hope. It's like, he looked good. I mean, he looked comfortable. He looked functional. He looked confident. He looked like the game was slowing down for him. I mean, I think he's been the whole last season. He was like racing against the game.
If he does this week one, if he does this in the first half week one, I'm gonna get hyped.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and it's okay to get excited about him. I mean, I know it doesn't feel.
I'm saying if he does this against the Niners week one, then there's room to okay.
Right. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm expecting it. I would be very happy to see it.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited how he played. I'm not going to lie.
It's not going to look like that easy. He's not going to have, like we said earlier, Biscuits, the first drive was like really bad. Like really, really bad.
Well, I mean, the very first snap, you got Tevin Jenkins pulling. Lineman starts coming upfield. He doesn't shift his momentum back in time to get back on that block. I think Borum had a rough snap that first or second play.
Agreed.
I mean, yeah.
But
credit to them. They came back next couple drives, and they weren't like hollow yards by Justin. It wasn't like screen yards.
You do that against Nick Bosa, and motherfuckers are gonna be leaving the game. Like, I'm just, this is like I just mean like. I'm pleased. Don't get me wrong. I was very pleased. I liked what I saw.
That was the best offensive half of football we've seen in how many seasons?
I liked Herbert.
Oh, wow.
I like Montgomery, but I still think he's too fast and he's not patient enough.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen offensive performance from this team in a long time like that.
It
was nice. I'm not gonna lie.
That one that he broke off, though, they got called back for holding. And I know I'm sure people will bitch, but the three people that are listening, that's why you don't pay David Montgomery, because elite running backs take that to the house.
Yeah, I rewatched that.
Have that year.
I rewatched that, Biscuits. I think if it was regular season, though, you also got Forte used to make business decisions. Like he would know how to take angles and not take hits. It's preseason. I think he would have tried trucking him.
Montgomery was playing like that. I think Montgomery was giving it full.
That's fair. That's fair, Diddy.
I'm just saying, I think he would have trucked him in a regular game.
Okay, but I just don't. I think Montgomery was already playing like that. So,
but the point is that he didn't outrun him.
Right.
But I think that's the point. I think he would have plowed him over.
It's just interesting. I think Herbert is smoother and shows better patience with this offense. And I think he did it with the offense last year, even the shitty ass weird offense.
Be back in 15 for throwing shade, boys.
He has more. He has a quicker. I think Herbert just hits the hole quicker and just has a quicker burst out of the gate.
Right.
Well, I think Montgomery has a quick burst, but it's always in the wrong place.
He jukes a lot.
He runs into the back of people and makes I don't know.
Yeah, but his running style beats defenses up at the same time. It does.
Yeah, it's cool to be like Captain Contact Balance, but I'd rather you not be made contact with until you're in the second level.
And ideally, he helps your offensive line because he's shifty enough to set a block up.
Hopefully.
And he takes time off the clock, and I'm telling you, when you're banging into defensive players like that, you wear them out, and that's when you get them weak is when you can take shots on them.
Yeah.
No, like on the draw that was that first drive where they ran the draw. If Mustipher gets up to the second level, he might still be running. There was a big hole there, and all he had to do, if Mustipher can get off that combo and hit the linebacker, he's got a massive hole to keep running in. Pause.
But I like the scheme. I mean, I like the little inside toss.
I mean, Ebner's going to be interesting in this offense too.
I agree.
I like how the offensive line is moving on every run play in one direction or the other. Like, like they are firing off the ball like a running team does, firing
Even
off,
on the passes where they're running Justin out.
and that's just where I feel like you're seeing just a higher functionality and intelligence level of the offense. Like, I
Our
mean,
OC
they
came from a
ran.
place where their offensive line coach in Green Bay. Fuck the Packers, I get it, but like their offensive line stuff is pretty
Mhm.
phenomenal.
Yeah,
I mean, I know they have Rodgers they're allowed to hold. I get that, but like, he came from an environment where the offense is functional on all cylinders.
It's a competent coaching staff and guys buying into the competent coaching staff teaching
right.
them.
But it's also clearly, I mean, it comes out of the right school of thought and everything, but it's also clearly been tailored for Justin as well.
Yep.
And honestly,
like
honestly, and people are weird who, maybe people don't want to hear this or believe this, but Justin can do what Aaron Rodgers can do. Like, he has
the physical tool, yeah.
He has the physical tools. Like, he may not have like that deep ball, that crazy moonshot Hail Mary deep ball that Aaron Rodgers can throw. But that's the only thing I don't think he has. Like,
he could get there when he gets comfortable.
Maybe.
The one thing he doesn't have is pocket, where he can manipulate the pocket.
He will be
subtly.
But that's the thing, is that the scheme can help him so much with that, by moving the pocket, by creating the nakeds. I mean, the whole thing with Komet was they ran that play before, and they noticed that that they reacted to Komet a certain way and it didn't work. So they changed the play, but they ran the same play again, and he just changed his route adjustment. And then Justin rolled out and froze the defense, because you have to respect his running. And then Komet just, I'm going to sit down right here.
Gave him the little signal, though.
And that's like Aaron Rodgers shit. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna fucking get too hard on the hype train here, but like, that's fucking.
Justin's our boy, bro. Like, we were talking Justin long before he got drafted.
Like, and dudes were wide open, but not like crazy. Like, the coverages were blown wide open. Like, they were, they were open, and he hit them. But it wasn't like, other than that Komet one, it wasn't like, oh, dude, these guys are wide open. Something's wrong with the Cleveland defense.
Right.
Like, the Cleveland defense was playing hard.
Absolutely.
I mean, we were in Pittsburgh, Jer. Like that, he's shown the ability to be able to be a game changer, not just a guy that you can live with, but a guy that you can
win because of.
Exactly. He has that talent.
Yeah, he is still a special player.
This year it's really just about getting him comfortable. That's why I don't understand why there isn't like that security blanket, like top notch wide receiver, like top 15 maybe. I mean, I guess you can argue Mooney. I guess we'll see. But
I don't know. I mean, I think we've said it before. I think that they're just being careful and building the best way they know how first.
Sometimes an alpha, though,
resources that they have. They basically were like, we need help on defense, we need help on offense. We're going to take the best players available, and the best players available happen to be defense.
I think he's confident in his skill set, though. So I think when you have like a top quarterback that you feel is a top quarterback, he's confident enough to try to work with what he has and make them better. He doesn't feel pressured just to keep feeding one guy the ball.
Yeah, I just feel like the game looks slower for him, a lot slower.
I think it's easier to. For long-term development, I think it's actually better that he doesn't have to feel pressured that this guy's making $20 million this year. He can just hit the open guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, because that is something that gets said. That's a real thing. Like, when Josh Allen got Stephon Diggs, it was fucking on, and it had better be on, because they have no excuses now.
And the reality is we're not building for this season, so whatever we get, we're really building for next season.
But we want to build it with Justin, or it's going to be
absolutely.
You know what I mean? So
if you can show a quarterback that's got promise, that shows the things like Josh Allen showed, and then that will attract players. It's like, hey, I want to play with that quarterback. Look what he does. Look how and those guys are. Look how he throws the ball, All that matters right now.
Well, and here's the thing is that people forget that when Josh Allen started coming on, he was good, but he also was scary to watch. Like you watch Josh Allen play, and he is reckless at times.
Should we send Roquan to the? Should we trade Roquan for Olave?
Straight up?
Yeah.
This season?
Mm.
Olave, I need Olave and something else. Like I need Olave and like a 4th round pick.
Oh, stop it. I know you're saying that to save face, but
no, I mean that's I don't know what Olave is gonna be.
No, you're right.
Like
I'm just thinking like it'd be nice to pair him with his dude, but
I don't know enough about college football. How did Olave do against Michigan? Like,
he was a Michigan Slayer. He killed everybody.
I think he's gonna be good. I wish we had him, bro. I saw him, doing this thing on Instagram on the Saints, and I was like, "Fuck, that guy looks fucking." He just looks like a player.
Yeah, I'm actually wondering if Justin and Cole are going to be at the game Saturday.
Like, what game?
Justin's going to be there. Ohio State, Notre Dame.
Oh,
Ohio State and Notre Dame are playing already?
Start the season, yeah.
What the fuck? That's happening already?
Yeah.
Holy shit! That's right out the gate.
Northwestern went to Dublin, Ireland, and beat Nebraska. That's how you know.
Everybody beats Nebraska.
Right.
I didn't know that.
College football doesn't start until Scott Frost loses. College football has begun.
Like, how the fuck are Nebraska? How is Nebraska so bad? Like, they have not been good since like the 2000s.
Who wants to go to Nebraska?
I mean, what? People go to fucking crazy ass small schools. I just think it's wild. I don't know anything about college football, but I know that Nebraska, is a team that used to be consistently good, and used to have players that came out of
independent. They were independent, and then they went to the Big 12, which was kind of whack.
Right. So, yeah, I don't know. But we're not the show for college football.
I was gonna say, I'm just listening right now.
I don't know shit about college football.
But yeah, it'd be cool to see if they're both. I know Justin said he's going to be there, but anyway, I mean, I was happy, man. I was happy with Justin's performance. I was excited.
We got turnovers too.
It was weird. It was weird to see how much underneath shit they were giving up. Like, Njoku was just open whenever he wanted, underneath, over the middle, and I know it's partially the defense.
Lovey used to frustrate us with that too, but they didn't break a lot.
Yeah,
it's like bend, keep it in front of you.
I don't know. I was not like super impressed by the defensive line. I think they were giving up a lot in the run game at times to like some guy we've never heard of.
Mario Edwards, see you later.
Yeah, we can get in that. I mean, I don't want to waste too much time talking about the defense.
Well, what about the safety?
Justin Jones early popped right through the line. I'm like, okay, see you.
Yeah, right. Muhammad looks weird with 55. Like, I know players have worn 55 in the past, but for some reason he looks more like Briggs to me.
I mean, defensive backs wearing single digits and receiver numbers. It's wild.
Weird. Like, but for some reason, I know lots of players have worn 55, but something about him wearing 55 made me think of Briggs like more than any of the others.
Yep.
I don't know why.
I mean, on the defensive side too, I think Morrow stood out to me. The dude has a nose for the ball. He's always around.
If he can stay healthy, I mean,
I think our linebacking core is going to be fun to watch.
Jaquan Brisker played.
The defense is going to be fun to watch because we understand
the
defense.
What the fuck? I thought dude had surgery on his hand. I thought Brisker had hand surgery or some shit.
He did.
But I guess it wasn't that big of a deal. Did he have a club?
No, it looked like he was.
So, damn. That's huge. Did Crookshank get cut or did he make the team?
I think Crookshank made it.
Crookshank made the team like from the tub.
Yeah, usually from the tub you don't make the club.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Let's see.
Who said that? Was that friggin' One of the podcasts
Can't
said
make
that
the
this
tub
week.
from the can't make the club from the tub. I don't know who that was. It was somebody famous.
Was it Patrick Finley in their podcast? I think they might have brought it up.
Yeah, but I'm like, who made the phrase
No, I don't care about the
famous?
origin of it. I just heard that this week.
Oh,
It was about Sharp. They were thinking like he's hurt. How's he might not make it, but the thing of concern was cool to see Pettis step up too. Like we haven't seen much really of him. You could see how he could fall into things pretty good with his skill set. EQ man made a nice catch, right? But I keep seeing the ball getting popped out. Like in training camp, like that dude has a hard time holding on to the ball. People are peanut punching him all over the place this preseason. So in training camp, I've seen a lot of videos where he just can't hold on to the ball. So it's something to kind of watch out for because he's getting open, but just weird that the guy. I figured holding on to the ball would be the least of his problems.
You would think, but you're right. He's done it more than once, and it seems to be a thing. I don't know. I mean, we all want to see a receiver step up. I think, EQ coming out of college was a highly sought after wide receiver, and he's not really lived up to that hype. So maybe that's the book on him. Maybe that's the book on him. He can't hold on to the ball. He gets it punched out too much. He needs to work on it.
I mean,
he's going to get his chance. He's going to get a shot.
Special, he'd be in Green Bay still. It's not like they're not in need.
Yeah, and they would have had him on the cheap too.
Yeah, he had every opportunity there. Now, and you would think now Devontae Adams is gone, so it would be like, okay, now is his time. Nope. Like they wouldn't even pay that guy $2 million. We're paying him like $1 million. Like, and we're acting like, oh, he's this hidden gem. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like,
right.
I mean,
my Notre Dame homer stuff was involved with
but
that.
I mean, let's get fucking real. Like, this guy's
good at all.
A bargain basement dude, like a reclamation project. I mean, listen, the guys with experience won out. Other than Vilas, you look at who wide receivers remain. It's the guys with experience. Pettis, Sharp.
Pettis looked really good.
Pettis can play, and he knows the system. That's why I said when they got him, I was like, this guy's a sleeper because he really knows the San Francisco system, and he has raw ability and he can play. I think he just had injuries issues, really.
Yeah, he did.
So if he can get healthy and stay healthy, he can fucking play football, and he can play on special teams. He's not gonna like blow you away in the return game, but he's got speed and he can be functional. He's not gonna drop the ball. Like,
did you see the reception by Blasingame by any chance?
Smooth.
That's a fullback, bro.
We got two of them made the roster.
Like, the bar is so low, but like, when was the last time we even saw anything that functional? Like, that was smooth, just smooth.
Dare I say this?
It was normal.
Michael Burton one time.
Oh, I don't think we ever saw that from Michael Burton.
I've seen some crazy shit. I think I saw it in Cincinnati.
Blasingame is a load, bro. He can go.
I actually like that pick a lot.
And they did not keep Darrington Evans. So
there were some names on there.
I'm gonna take an L tonight, boys.
I got to take a few too. So you want the list? I got it right here.
Do you really want to go through the whole list, or just the ones that we were surprised about?
Well, Darrington Evans is one.
We're doing it.
Let's see. All right, we'll just do the list. James O'Shaughnessy, Darrington Evans, DeMontre Tuggle, which I thought he might have had an outside shot.
Really? After that performance, he fumbled.
After the one, he did fumble. That's what kind of sealed his fate.
No shot. DeMontre,
he fumbled. I had garbage time.
I had more shot than DeMontre Tuggle, bro. That dude had no shot.
Chris Fink, Pig Simmons.
Jared just likes hearing Tuggle.
Pig Simmons, Chris Fink.
Chase Allen, Micah Du Treadway, AJ Thomas. Charles Snowden.
I think a lot of the defensive line guys are going to be on the practice squad because they kept 8 D linemen, and I feel like I was expecting, as a lot of people were expecting him to keep a lot of D linemen. So I think that
Patriots are
Here's
going to pick
the
Snowden up, and
next name.
Belichick's going to turn him into a beast.
Thomas Graham Jr.
That's pretty surprising.
That was on my surprising list. Yes,
can't make the club from the tub.
Dieter Iceland, Sam Kamara, who he popped a few times in preseason. I thought he played well. Simba Webster, that's a guy that I thought would be on special teams or have a chance there.
How many wide receivers are they going to keep?
Devontae Harris, safety. I don't know. That's a good question.
No, I'm just saying, like, Simba Webster, I don't think was on the
right.
No, I mean, listen, he's talented. I think he will get picked up by somebody. I don't know if he's a guy that I don't know if he clears waivers, because I bet you, I think he could be the 53rd man for a lot of teams.
Okay, Sean Coleman, offensive tackle, defensive tackle, Trayvon Coley. That's a name I thought he had a shot too.
Did you really?
Yeah, he had a few good reps.
He's a journeyman, but he had some decent reps.
Isaiah Coulter. Let's see. Greg Stroman, DeMarcus Gates, Michael Schofield.
That's the biggest one, and I'm not surprised
at all. Is it though? What the fuck do we know about him?
I'm not surprised at all. I've been saying this
hometown kid.
We all had to Google his ass to figure out who he was,
bro. Of course, and then you see him play. Dude is trash, bro. Dude sucks.
Why do you think he was available, dude, that late?
Right, like dude sucks. And so, like anybody who was like, I can't believe he got cut, you're tripping. Like that dude deserved to be cut, and I'm excited that they cut a guy who deserved to be cut, because the last regime would have just stuck to their guns and been like, "We believe in this veteran signing. We trust that he's going to do what he's historically done."
Poles brought him in to give Jenkins the competition. If Jenkins couldn't beat him out, that was going to be the starter, and Jenkins might be on his way out.
I think
that's what it came down to. Instead of what Pace does. What Pace used to do is he made everything nice and comfortable. It was a competition, but it wasn't like you're out the fucking door.
Pace is like, guess what? You're our starting safety forever. We're gonna sign you. We're gonna sign you. We're gonna sign you to an extension before you even get. Like you have to. You have to make these guys.
You lost. You're out.
Yeah, and I think Jenkins thought he had it sewed up. I think he thought he was a starting tackle automatically, based on what they did. And I think Cole sent a message by signing Reef and Schofield. Hey, bro, you are replaceable, friend. We will fucking replace you in a heartbeat, and we won't even, like, your card will just be deactivated, your key card to get into the building. Like, do you understand? like, do you fucking get it? And I think that was a shot across the bow. And then next thing you know, he's on the second string. Like, it's like, oh, your back hurts? Get your fucking ass out there if you want to keep your career. You know?
Yeah, there's probably a little.
And then, you want to be traded? You ain't worth shit, my boy. Like, you have no trade value. So it was a huge fucking wake-up call for Tevin Jenkins. And it sucks for him. I'm not trying to be insensitive fucking guy, but that's the reality, and he needed to be reminded of the fucking reality of the NFL, which is that you can be replaced.
You're preaching right now.
I need
to get fully into the tailgate. All right, go ahead.
Let's go.
All right, other guys that got cut.
Go ahead.
Mario Edwards, Nathan Peterman, Kevin Shea.
Mario Edwards, slight surprise. I thought his reputation might have kept him viable.
I will tell you this: they made the road trips a lot safer by cutting them.
Jesus!
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, don't get it twisted. That's gotta have factored into things. If you're a guy that's basically not showed up all preseason, and then you've also got this weird crap in your off the field resume, it was not a hard decision, and I'm not honestly that surprised. It's just he seems like a guy that maybe would have been allowed to live on his past accomplishments.
So, all right, Corey Dublin, safety John Alexander, wide receiver Daz Newsome, offensive tackle Julian Davenport, fullback Jake Vargas, defensive tackle LaCale London, cornerback Bobby Keys, defensive lineman Carson Taylor, linebacker Christian Albright, linebacker C.J. Avery, tight end Rice and John, linebacker Noah Dawkins, safety Michael Joseph with an injury, cornerback Jason Stanley with an injury, and linebacker Javin White with an injury. So
like
that is your list.
Here's what's good.
We're down to 22 pace guys left on the roster.
Here's what's good.
Hallelujah.
I did not recognize nearly any of the names that were cut.
Well, wait till you see the starting lineup.
Right. But I'm just telling you, like, I don't think we cut. I think we kept the right guys just based on, the fact that at least a lot more of the guys we kept have like some sort of a track record.
But the turnover that Poles was able to accomplish in his first offseason, he's got 31 of his guys here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Already.
And I feel, pretty confident.
That's pretty crazy.
I feel pretty confident with who he's picked so far. So it's promising. I mean, like I said, my only goal is just to not be embarrassed every Sunday as a Bears.
But going in, don't you feel comfortable with who the GM and the head coach are?
Yeah, for now.
Isn't that kind of nice though?
I mean, I am not gonna sign off on them yet. I'm okay. I don't feel uncomfortable.
It feels a little more comfortable than the beginning of the Nagy era because Pace did some questionable shit for that.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, listen, I have some hope. I'm not hopeless about this team, so that's good. I mean, but I'm not going to sit here and like put my stamp of approval on these guys yet. It feels better than it did last year.
You have hope, though, bro. You were like 0 dark.
Yeah, and like if they come out and look like shit, and Justin looks like shit against there, I'll go right the fuck back in my bunker, buddy. Like, it's pretty nice in there.
Was there anybody that got released on any other NFL teams that you might be interested in?
O.J. Howard.
Interesting.
I've been wrong on him. I thought he'd be way more dominant, but he could still be a 400+ yard guy.
It's interesting. They only kept 2 tight ends.
I wouldn't pay him a lot. He'd have to prove a deal, but
they kept 2 tight ends and a combo fullback tight end. So there certainly would be room on the roster for a tight end.
And I forgot to mention this too, man. The way they're using Komet, like Getsy's lining him up outside like a receiver. Like he's all over the place like he was in Notre Dame. So like they're actually trying to coach to the player's strength. Like I love. It's just, it's not hard shit. It's just shit that we haven't seen because we had an ass clown calling plays.
Yeah, coaching makes a difference. You say
it's a sensible offense that actually makes sense to what we've been talking about for how many years now?
Right.
Yeah,
well, that's what's insane. That's what's insane about football is that like
it's pretty clean football, isn't it? Like holy shit.
Right, but what's insane about football is that you can pay for the best players in the league, and they still might not work together. Like if you buy the best players in basketball, they will.
Philly did that.
They'll work together. Like if you go out
put together a dream team,
right? But in football, you can't do that. Like it's you can't just go out and buy a championship with you can almost do it.
The Patriots spent the most money on free agency last year.
Yeah.
I think you could see that. You could see that scenario play out with us this next season.
Yeah, they're gonna spend. They need to spend. But they're not going to be able to go crazy. They're going to have a lot of roster holes to fill. Like, so it's not like we're going into the season with 40 guys under contract and only needing 12 with all this extra cap space.
I think there's 18 or 19.
Yeah, it's going to be like, it's not going to be so easy.
At least we don't have Kellen Mond at quarterback.
Oh yeah.
Yikes. That was going to be my shade. But I tried holding off on that.
Oh, we'll wait. You can still get good shade.
No, I don't. You know what?
Are we going to shade?
So whatever.
All right, shade it is.
I mean, we're not. Yeah, whatever. We'll go to shade for a minute. I can't like the whole victory lap shit because they got rid of Kellen Mond and then they go like bring up receipts from Chris Sims today on Twitter like, oh, Sims said, yeah, remember when Sims put Mund over Fields. I'm like, oh my god, bro! Like the victory lap, like that's like a Super Bowl for some people.
Yeah.
Like the standard's so fucking low. Like what?
Yeah.
He hasn't arrived yet. I think he's shown signs, but let's not act like dude is like they're acting like he became a top 5 quarterback overnight and like the Mund battle's over. Like, was that the standard?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like
They're literally like celebrating in the streets over this shit. The mean Twitter streets are like they're having a parade.
yeah, I mean,
It's crazy, bro.
doesn't take much. It's
I
just
would take him. I would take him on our practice squad.
That's how late. That's how how
Yeah.
low the bar is. I mean, meanwhile, look at Malik Willis tearing it up. He got no shot to start, but he looks like he can play football.
Oh yeah,
Like
dude. That was. I mean, for where they got him.
People said, oh, he can't run a pro offense, he can't read defenses. Like, he looked pretty fucking good to me. Like, he's making sidearm throws and shit.
Were those analysis coming from like south of the Mason-Dixon line?
Yeah, probably.
Mm.
Probably. Yeah, man. I mean, whatever. I think people are tripping out because that's what they do, and it's a social media performance. So it is what it is. Chris Sims is laughing all the way to the bank because it's like, oh, thank you for the free publicity. Thank you very much. Like, you just paid me more.
Yeah,
like,
but god damn, man, when you have to be in front of a camera calling these things out and doing these kind of rankings, like, good lord, how many errors can occur? How many wrong?
You have to make a decision. They want you to have a take.
Right.
Like, you can't.
And you have to have it every day. You have to have
you can't go on these shows and be like, well, we'll just have to see.
Well,
it's not. There's nobody's turning in for that.
Dude's making legit money doing what he's doing while we're sitting here bitching about
it. Get the fucking Twitter people going at him like he's like, yep, thanks. I'm rich. Biatch.
Well, since you're gonna throw a little shade, I'm gonna throw some shade at myself for my Alex Leatherwood love.
Yeah.
I liked what I saw from him in Alabama. It is not.
Bro, he got drafted 17th overall. It's not just you. It's not like you were out on some limb with him.
I was really wrong on OJ Howard coming out of Bama.
Yeah,
I thought that he was dominant in that bowl game.
You talked about it earlier. You mentioned that high drafted linemen don't always work out.
No,
high draft picks don't always work out.
Bama guys don't always work out.
No,
Reuben Foster.
Shot.
Remember Reuben Foster? Honestly, one of the best linebacking prospects I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not even like fronting. Like, I was holy shit. This dude's like got like Ray Lewis type skill set. Like, his nose for the ball, impacts the game.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. Yep. He was neither greater than nor less than.
Yeah, I mean, to me, he was like a first round talent, no question. I know the shit that came up dropped him in the draft, but man, I thought he was going to be an absolute beast. Like, the Bama guys are deceiving, man.
We are looking live.
There he is.
Well, I'm just saying at Bama, it's
on the run from the police.
All right, I'll try to finish. Go ahead, Biscuit.
Moving Gravy is on the run from the cops.
Oh shit! No, speed bumps. I can't go this way.
No,
Diddy, go ahead, finish.
Oh no, I'm just saying, like, Bama guys in general are just very hard to evaluate because there's so much talent around them that it frees them up to shine too.
Yeah, I mean, these guys, the draft is not is a 50-50, 40-60 proposition. So,
but Najee Harris is the GOAT.
Right, Najee Harris, the GOAT.
But you can also get an all-pro linebacker undrafted out of the University of Wisconsin.
He made it, boys. He made it.
Was there ever any doubt? Like, friends, the Bears made Jack Sanborn's squad, okay?
Whoa. Breaking news, because I have not checked anything today. He made it?
Yes. Jack Sanborn is on the roster, my friends.
Yeah, they saw the jersey sales. They said we can't stop this train.
Sanborn in the USA is fucking happening, my friends. But let me tell you something. The Bears made Sanborn squad, not vice versa. Okay? The Bears would have gotten cut by Sanborn, but he let them stay.
Wow.
Yep.
Tuned in for everything I needed to hear.
No, I don't know, man. Trent and Gill too. I mean, these are like guys that are going to shape this franchise for years to come.
Listen, I'm not calling him Ray Guy, but he reminds me of Ray Guy.
As in, like, he's just a guy. He about got a punt blocked.
You watch a lot of old punting footage on NFL films.
Listen, I did a deep dive into Trent Gill, and I had to go back into the annals of the league history. And really just look at some form, some hang time. I need to look at that leg extension. How was the come down? Pause.
Who?
Did he land softly?
Oh Lord! What is that?
Ladies, imagine this guy looking at you talking about.
Yes.
My man got a faux hawk. He's sweaty like a mug.
If y'all could smell me right now, I smell awful.
Oh, we can smell you through this.
Like
just
I
the way you are.
like I live in dirty Myrtle. It is real out here.
Right.
Yo, you look like you're about to go steal a truckload of fireworks.
Did you see the picture I sent to the Instagram thread?
What?
Yeah, I got like a palm tree like on top of like 10 feet of shit. It's like the Beverly Hillbillies.
That is ridiculously good.
Holy,
so you got some shade?
It's always the vacuum is always the real at the end.
Yeah, that's in there. This is the last load and I'm done. This is it.
That's what she said.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, so
man, that one hit, huh? Holy shit.
Everybody's
like ready to fall asleep.
Is to my third grade teacher, Loretta Johnson. Who said, "Little Biscuit, you're gonna be homeless by the time you're 20." And now I'm a homeowner once again. My shade is to my third grade teacher for not leaving me.
Blah, 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 blah.
Biscuit's a homo nerd once again.
That was the most Myrtle thing I've ever seen. Like the way he looks right now, telling that story about his third grade teacher. Like, I made it.
We're out here smoking Marlboro Menthol 100s.
Wow, bro.
It's menthol light 100s. Thank you.
Oh, my bad. My dog. Oh, sorry, bro. I got
it's
you.
It's funny how close you were, though. It's funny.
Marlboro Menthol 100s, light.
It's just because he can't get cools.
Oh no, he's not
illegal down here in South Carolina.
He's not smoking cools. That's low.
Has Indiana cornered the market on cools?
Cool's just kind of it would be very on brand for you.
No, Cool's
Menthol is on brand.
Definitely on brand, but he's not a Cool's guy. Cool's is trash.
A lot of depth to that statement, actually.
Congratulations on quitting smoking, by the way, Diddy.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. It's been 4 months. It's been great.
Damn.
Until tonight.
After tonight, though.
Wait, so who else? Was there any surprise cuts or surprise?
Schofield is gone. He's not a surprise.
Yeah, but that's. I think.
Thomas Graham,
Mario Edwards, Schofield,
Charles Snowden
gone.
Jared, can I pick one?
Are you rattling off guys that all made the team or got cut?
No, those guys all got cut.
No, there's only like 4 guys that we know that actually surprised. Like not even like 2 that really surprised us, but like 4 maybe total that we were like, oh wow.
Tajay Sharp made it.
He made it. Tajay Sharp made it, motherfucker. And Pettis
is twitching his neck. Hey, did you notice that? He's like, Tajay Sharp made it.
I'm really glad I missed that victory lap earlier. Thank God.
No, I mean Snowden and Daz, those are guys I thought were going to contribute more than they did. I anticipated they would actually make the team.
When you're victory lapping on Tajay Sharp, times are tough. That's all I'm saying.
Did they keep McNeil?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I can't believe you have not seen the final roster.
I think that. I mean, they're gonna.
I committed, man.
If somebody becomes available, they want to hold those spots too. So if you want to keep 6 receivers, and have the mindset of getting rid of one to bring one in, you're still holding that spot.
True
that.
This might not be the final. Who knows, man?
I mean, if they could pick up another tight end, that guy they signed, the fullback / tight end, is definitely first to go.
Oh, we get OJ Howard. He's gone.
Yeah, I
would take OJ Howard over a second fullback.
That doesn't feel like a signing the Bears will make, but that doesn't mean it won't happen. I mean, you can get him at a bargain because he's getting $3 million from the Bills.
Now, is he a veteran? Does he get a veteran?
Either way, you have enough money. You can give him another $3 or $4 million, and then he'll be making $7 million. So,
I mean, if he ends up panning out, it's a good problem to have. Yeah. I know he hasn't yet, but I'd rather see somebody like him for cheap than Jimmy Graham.
Look how much fucking Jimmy Graham.
You just gave me PTSD mentioning Jimmy Graham.
Right. But I'm just saying, if you can get him in here for like $3-4 million.
God, man, the way that I lied to myself about Jimmy Graham, it's so depressing. I really like.
Well, Justin talked about that too. He's like, the difference is we have a young group of guys and we're all on the same page. Mm-hmm. Like, they actually got. It's not the perfectly built roster. We all know that, but like the mindset, they brought guys in to have the mindset that needs to take place to move forward and take on this new coach's vision of what he wants his team to be. They're building the foundation.
Yeah,
I mean, it's all lining up and it's all making sense. You really can't.
Yeah, that's the weirdest part about it.
Yeah, for once the process is actually sound, seemingly.
So far, yes.
Well, and also, like, I feel like you can understand what they're doing. Like, there was so many times where you kind of understood what Nagy wanted, but you just didn't. Pace and Nagy were never on the same page in terms of who they acquired or who Pace acquired for Nagy. Like, just weird shit like Mike Davis. And I mean, he would just get him guys that didn't make any sense. It's like, to try to like force Nagy to do shit or something. I don't know. It was weird. Like they were not on the same page. Like, I feel like these guys are on the same page. They're we'll see. The book is still out. I mean, it's not, let's win one football game and then we'll see what
even hearing Getsy talk though, like compared to other like OCs and Nagy,
compared to the parade of trash we've had, like with the fucking Oregon guy, and then oh my god,
I just like he's just a real dude. He's just like, hey, like it's the preseason. You don't want to like put too much stock into it, and I think we're at a place where we're just getting.
He's confident in what he's doing. Getsy is like he's not, and I think he's confident in his ability to teach it as well.
So, I think Hogan Johns brought up a good point on their podcast. What if
did they have one?
The best they did.
Fishbane and Johns.
Hogue was Fishbane. Yeah.
Wow, Jay, you sat through that one. How you doing?
Well, the interesting point that was made throughout it is that it wasn't awful. It wasn't a tire fire. Imagine had it been a tire fire from the start of preseason. It was like, oh my god. Look at this shit mess.
Do we have to throw out our chasing decent shirts, Jared? Is that what you're saying? We might have found decent?
I think we might have found decent. Oh. Welcome back, Josh from the dead.
Who's Josh?
Who's Josh?
I don't know who Josh is.
He's old school, man.
Is this the guy you met on the dead tour, Jared?
Right.
No.
Oh.
He's old school. He's been with us for a while.
Josh, I'll take your word for it.
What's up, Josh?
What it is, Josh. Keep it real, Josh.
But yeah, imagine if it would have been a tire fire.
Imagine. We already saw one. So what? I mean,
we would have just been like, "Oh, here we go again." We don't have that feeling right now.
Yeah,
dare I say?
I'm not gonna start. I'm not gonna crown their ass.
No, I don't know if it equates into a whole lot of wins or not, but it does. Yeah, it just feels different. The feel and the vibe around this team is just
it just feels
completely different.
It feels better than awful.
So let's just look how much Justin has played in the preseason. So all the time he's played in the preseason, he's been 23 for 30, 243 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 0 picks.
Yeah, that's good.
And he had opportunities to throw interceptions.
That's a hell of a game.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, you take that. Basically, I'm sorry, taking your shine here, but if you take that and put 17 games to those stats.
But two near miss hits that he took. That I don't like that.
But here's 4,131 yards, 51 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions at that pace for 17
Jesus
games.
Christ.
Let's go, baby.
Insane.
We found that.
Wow.
Dude.
Yeah, against bums. We'll see what happens against starters.
No, I know, but good Lord, if that ever happened, oh man, the monument that would be
secondary.
built.
I think the secondary roster is very interesting and also likely kind of suspect.
I think there's. I wonder how that the practice squad's going to shape up.
Like they are, they're thin. I think in names we've heard of in the secondary and names with any kind of reputation. So we'll see.
Admittedly, you just said we're thin at tight end too. I mean, that's a guy that you're going to have to stash. You're going to stash a tight end because we've seen it where we've had to go 4 and 5 deep.
We got to switch
because of injuries.
Tight end. His name's Cole Kmet. His backup's lucky to be here. Let's go.
Shit.
I hope you're right, bro. I want him to be great, but I just, I'm just saying, they think they're thin at linebacker, they're thin at tight end, they're thin in the secondary. So
God, we're in so deep. We're worried about backup tight ends.
No, I'm not worried about the backup tight end at all. I don't even I was so happy that I didn't even know most of the names on these fucking lists because I'm just I don't give a fuck. I'm so tired about caring about.
We found our alpha male tight end, bro.
80 through 90 players.
I think him and Ryan Griffin are going to be a good one too.
I mean, Griffin's 32.
All right, and the other thing too is that
I don't know why dude from last year is not here.
Who?
I don't want to say his name. I'll get all worked up.
Say it.
I'm good.
Who? What?
I won't talk about it.
The guy who got hurt in the injury settlement?
No, Jesse
Horsted.
No,
Jesse. Oh,
Jesse James. Jesus. Oh my god.
That was a whole
field. But he was there was something there. They just never went with it.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing it again. I don't know what he's doing. Is he on
another? Yeah, he could be that guy for Justin.
Is he on another team?
Griffin. I think he might be. Yeah, I'd have to look that up.
Did they keep Shaughnessy though? So what, they kept those 3?
Nope.
No, Shaughnessy did not make it.
Really?
They kept what's his face? That's a fullback and a tight end. What's his name?
Dude, the touchdown.
Jake something.
Damn, that's 2 fullbacks.
2 fullbacks.
Tongus?
Did Tuggle make it?
No.
Is that Tongs or whatever? Tongus? Is that what you're talking about?
Tongus.
Yeah, Jake Tongus, I guess.
Yeah, that dude's a boss too.
Right. So, I mean, but I'm just saying, we've seen them keep 4 tight ends before.
Yep.
I mean,
when you got 4 of them, you ain't got one.
Komet is really the answer at tight end. I mean, that'd be fucking amazing. You know how long we've been looking?
Well, Aston Game can hit you too when you least expect it. That's what I like about him. He can run the rock. He can catch.
I think that these guys are all multiple in what they can do, and I think that what we want to be able to do is have different guys line up in the same formations and run the same plays or variations of plays from those same formations. And that's
when I see Komet being used the same way he was used at Notre Dame, I will tell you right now, I need a block of ice to just calm myself down.
Yeah, well, and I mean, a lot of
a glacier, bro.
A lot of what they did at Notre Dame, they can do.
Literally, I could cut diamonds with it, bro.
They can. What the fuck was the Notre Dame quarterback's name that I think is still in New Orleans?
Oh, you loved him. Yeah, I didn't.
I don't love him. I just was dude, I was ready to imagine anyone at quarterback. What do you mean I loved him? I don't love him. I thought maybe he could play in
with you, bro.
What the fuck is his name? You're the Notre Dame guy. Threw to Komet.
I'm not saying his name. I couldn't stand him.
Why?
Because he doesn't remember it.
You don't remember. You're the worst Notre Dame fan in the tri-state area.
Okay, worst Notre Dame fan. I realize that's
Worst.
pretty low.
You don't even know the guy's name. He was the quarterback that passed to Komet.
Pass.
He's Googling it right now.
Yeah.
Terrible fan.
Point enough. So, you want to do some season predictions, or we want to save that?
Season prediction.
Oh no, he got released. Ian Book got released.
Ian Book.
Oh, Ian Book released.
Well,
it wasn't that memorable. Okay, I apologize.
Well, I mean, I guess he's not.
I hated watching that too.
He's not gonna beat out what's his face.
Yeah, they were a good quarterback away from being dominant.
Yeah, you watched that defense, right?
Bro.
Alabama put
college
double nickel on him.
You just hate them so much.
I do.
Yeah, it's just so weird. Like something so helpful and beneficial.
Did you see that clip? Did you see that clip where they're talking to Kyle Hamilton, the Ravens, and they asked him what his college signing bonus was, and he said it was $9 million.
No,
his college signing bonus.
Wow.
Was $9 million.
Insane.
And they went nuts. They were like, what the fuck? Like, these college players are going to come into the league rich.
Yep.
Now, they're going to already be rich. They're going to be richer than the players, on the team. Some of them.
That might be a good thing, though.
It could be. It's interesting. I think it's going to change the game in some ways.
He's already trying to wrap us up, eh?
Oh, that's fine. I don't think there's much else to talk about.
No, it's all good.
Did I throw shade at anybody? I don't know.
No, you got time.
I don't know who to throw shade at. Yeah, wow. I don't really. Shout out to anybody that thinks that they should remind people to put on Adam Schefter's notifications. Shout out to you. Thank you for that.
Is that the big tip of the day? Like, my goodness, what?
Hey,
what?
Yeah, hey, Bears fan. There's this guy. His name's Adam Schefter. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. Schefter. He is a guy you might want to pay attention to. I recommend turning his notifications on to get the latest news.
And the sad part is, she probably has a following base that doesn't know that, and they're probably really glad that she let them know who he is.
That's true. Yeah, it is a service.
Jesus Christ.
It is a service that's being provided. So shout out to you.
Wow.
The most obvious bullshit. Anyway, good times. We got 2 weeks, basically, till the football. Under 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks from Sunday.
Probably see some more movement yet. I don't think
the game does appear to be sold out. Finally, you can only buy tickets on the secondary market.
Soldier Field's hanging in strong.
I know.
You can buy a $300 ticket in the 400 level if you'd like.
Yikes!
Instead of throwing shade, I'm going to actually throw out some love shots.
Oh, splat.
Just a couple of love shots. I mean, I just want to throw some love shots out to the people that are downloading and listening and getting involved in the chat. You're the real heroes. Just keep doing it.
Sorry that I didn't remember who you were, Josh.
Was there anybody in the chat?
Huh?
Chat,
just some guy named Wyatt Kramer. And then some guy said named Josh, who's back from the dead. Uh-oh.
Oh, dude, yeah, Josh is a long-time listener.
Why did he leave the show?
I don't know.
Why did you drop from the stream?
You just hit the wrong button, bro.
Oh, all right, cool. Sorry, I thought you were doing something for effect.
Oh, no. I was going to drop the mic.
Yeah, no, thanks for somehow sticking with this show. I know that we don't make it easy all the time. Sorry for my mic being complete hot garbage and screaming into it last week.
No, it was good. It was good this week. I appreciate you.
Yeah, sorry for
Good to have you back in like that good professional form.
Yeah, he feels like he gives a damn.
Even the glasses, like you got ready for it tonight. You wore your pimp glasses, bro. You treated your mic correctly. Like yeah, it's a vibe, bro.
I like it.
We're not going steady though, so don't get it twisted.
I'm just saying,
like,
careful.
No, we ain't going steady.
No, I'm good. I'm not looking for a relationship with anyone.
Good. I'm not trying to get picked up in the back of no Ford Ranger, nor Jeep Cherokee, nor Jeep Renegade.
You told me that the Jeep was different. Like you'd be okay being picked up in it.
That was for the chat.
Oh, okay.
That's just to make Biscuits feel uncomfortable.
Shout out to that palm tree for making it all the way from his house to his new house.
I would not be
Imagine moving like a fucking junky piece of palm tree decor, live in a beach town. Like you could probably find that in like any alley by the beach on any given wait for the move out day.
I mean, seriously, it looks like a roadie that partied too hard. Let's figure out a band.
Gotta love the dedication though. Shout out Biscotti.
Thank you guys. You know, I just want to say that it's such an honor to have met such a great group of guys to discuss the Bears with.
I like it. Wow.
We're like fucking
well done.
We're like the credits need to start rolling on this right now.
We are that pod.
Yeah, guys, thanks for making us everything we are. Thanks for
everything we want to be.
Oh my god, guys, it's so good. It's just a privilege, you know what I mean? It's just a privilege to be able to talk Bears. It's a privilege.
I think it's sort of an honor more than anything.
Yeah, if anything, that really sums it up. A privilege is right, but it really is an honor. It's an honor. And one that is not bestowed lightly.
If you guys want to be knighted, I'm more than willing to perform.
I'm just saying, not anybody can do a podcast. I don't know if everybody knows this, but it's actually you can't just do a podcast. You have to be chosen to do a podcast by the Council of Elders.
Oh, that's true. There's some hierarchy that.
So anybody
we got vetted.
Yeah, anybody can do this. Okay. So the fact that we are doing it, guys, it's just an honor and it's special, and nobody else is doing what we're doing.
Yeah,
so
podcasts, a wise person once said podcasts are tramp stamps.
And someone said that. A group of white males is called a podcast. It's true.
We resemble that remark.
Hey, dude, you want to talk? Yeah, let's talk, bro. It's been good. What's up with you? Oh, dude, we should do a podcast,
bro. Except for that, you're like everyone who was listening. You know. So if you're still listening to this show, God damn it, God bless.
Do a podcast.
Yeah. I don't know why. Yeah, you should probably do a podcast. If you're a listener, you should probably have your own podcast. In fact, we've got extra 10-minute slots lying around.
Contact
HR.
Yeah, contact.
No, I guess the talent scout doesn't confirm.
We have 10-minute slots that are burning a hole in our pocket. The deal
Breakfast for BK is not been launched yet.
You have to agree to let there be 12 ad placements in a 10-minute podcast. So, you have to agree to that because it's really, we have to maximize the profitability here. We can't just, So if you're ready and you have
couldn't 10-minute slots be the name of a brothel?
You have it could
sounds like your new podcast.
Yeah, I believe that type of brothel is called an arcade. But that's been Brothel Chat. Play the fucking music, Jared. God damn, play the music. Why are we still going?
Yeah, we're going too deep.
Well,
we went way off track.
We're waiting for you to wrap it up.
I was trying, and then we went way off track.
And that's just another episode of The Tailgate Show.
The Jack Sanborn Show.
The magical tropical tree that Biscuits just couldn't leave at home.
The white tea. Because I don't call it the A shirt, the A shirt, the Italian